Welcome to USA Biz Party, and I want to thank you for being our guest on USA Biz Party. This video is to help orient you to what you can expect while you're working with us, and also to answer any questions you have. So I want to just make it really simple for USA Biz Party. We really only have 4 rules. And limiting it to 4 rules makes it simple. And I want to thank Madalyn Sklar for these rules. The first one is say hello, let people know who you are. Next, make sure that you engage in the chat using the hashtag which you received in an email from me. If you do nothing else, you just use the USA Biz Party hashtag. It can be a little confusing, but if you stick to using at least one of the hashtags, then we'll be able to follow you in the conversation. Next, answer the questions with A plus the number of the question. I'll go into more depth about that, but just kind of keep that in mind. And last but not least, probably the most important rule is we want you to have fun. We're here to serve you, to help you get exposure for your message, as well as interacting with the great people that network with us on USA Biz Party. Now, first of all, how do you find the chat? I'm going to do a screen share because I'd like to show you, in case you're not familiar with some of the features of Twitter, I'm going to show you how you can find the chat on Twitter. Here we go. There we go. Now you're looking at my Twitter feed right now, and if you will see up in this upper right-hand corner, you'll see search Twitter. So what you want to do is you want to put the hashtag in there. As you can see, I already have some there. So we'll just use the USA Biz Party hashtag. What that will do is it will bring up the top. So there are different ways you can find the hashtag. One is it'll give the top tweets or the top accounts that have that hashtag, like our USA Biz Party hashtag, which, by the way, if you're not following us, please do go ahead and follow us there. If you're not following me, please follow me there, but you're probably following me because I've contacted you. Anyway, as you can see, this is these are some tweets. These are the top tweets out of that hashtag. But if you want to see the latest tweets, you can click the word latest right next to top, and it will bring up what the latest tweets are. So this is one from one of our members of the party, and then as you can see here, Talk Show Maven is going to be our next guest. So we're already starting to talk and get people to interact with us about the upcoming chat. So you can go to the search bar. Now you want to use, I'm going to go ahead and stop the share for the moment. All right. You want to follow the chat using the hashtags. It's important that you use the hashtags in every tweet that you put forth, whether it's a tweet that you originate, or it's a reply, or it's an answer to a question. Again, this just makes it very simple for people who are in the chat to follow what's being said. So we're going to encourage people to use both of those hashtags. We want you to use both of those hashtags, and what I recommend is that you print them on a Word doc and you copy them so that when you're in the Twitter chat, you can simply hit paste or Control V and it will automatically populate when you're talking. So if that's not clear, go ahead and let me know. But please do use the hashtags because it's important for us to be able to follow what you're saying and for you to know what's being said in the conversation as well. Now, in USA Biz Party, I'm going to go back to sharing because I want to show you how to answer questions in USA Biz Party. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in another one that we did. Let's see, baby boomers. This was one that was a very active chat. All right, so let me see if I can find one. Here you can see that our guest that week was Diane Huth, and Diane used A7 to answer question 7. So the question, I don't remember what the question was, but she answered by using A7, and other people in the chat will do the same. So when you're answering a question, make sure that you know the number of the question and you answer with A and the number of the question. Now, all of the questions are scheduled, and if you use, I personally use TweetDeck. I'm going to show you TweetDeck here. Let's see. Here we go. So this is my TweetDeck right here. Let me put this down so it's not, there's not so much on the screen there. Okay, so here's USABizParty. I actually keep one column in my TweetDeck to monitor what's going on in the party, and you can do that in TweetDeck. I don't want to go into too much detail, but TweetDeck is a free platform that you can use to schedule your tweets. Now, in this column, I will have all of the scheduled tweets, so I will know when they come up. Now, for you as my guest, what we're simply going to do is we're going to send you a schedule of when the tweets are, when the questions are going to come up, so that if you choose to use scheduling software like Hootsuite, Buffer, or TweetDeck like what I'm showing you here, you can go ahead and you can schedule your answers ahead of time. The benefit of scheduling your answers ahead of time is that you're now free to interact directly with the participants who are going to be commenting off of your answers or commenting on the questions themselves. So if you're comfortable with that, it's a great thing to do. You don't have to do it, but it does make it easier to follow what's going on with the inside the chat. As I said before, so this, yes, I did get rid of the share. As I said before, when you're answering the questions, use A1 to correspond to question 1, A2 to correspond to question 2. The magic really happens when you're engaging with people inside the chat. Now, if for some reason you get caught up in a conversation with somebody on the chat, don't worry about it. We'll help you out. It's myself and Esther. Between the two of us, we'll help you stay on track. But more importantly, we want you to develop those relationships with the participants, because that's where you have the potential to build some relationships as well as get some possible new leads for your business. And really, that's all there is to it. If you've already sent us your questions, thank you so much. If you need help with questions, please feel free to reach out to me by emailing me at anna@annascheller.com. I'll be happy to sit down with you and go over what questions you have and any questions that you'd like to pose for the group. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to working with you on Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time.